Monday to you. Happy Tuesday to me. It is October 8th. I've got a real fun day in the life vlog planned for you. I'm getting ready to head to Barnes & Noble and the Woodlands area because it's in the low 60s today, and I want to spend some time outside writing, doing Preptober things, and then I'm going to come back home and I want to kind of give you, because I realized I haven't given an office tour since I've kind of updated everything. It'll be like an office and a desk tour. It's gonna be a super fun vlog. Real quick, today is the last day to get half off my self-study course called Write 50K in 30 days. If you are participating in NaNoWriMo this year, this is the perfect time. We still have 2 weeks left in October, or what is also unofficially known as Preptober, to really map out your novel so that way when November 1st comes, you are fully prepared to write that first 50,000 words and get that draft down on paper. We have less than 3 months left in 2019, less than 3 months left in this decade, you guys. So let's make it one to remember. Let's make 2019 the year that you actually get that first draft down on paper. You can find the link for that course to learn more about it, to sign up, in the description box below, and make sure you use coupon code WRITER1019 at checkout to save 50%. Also, in case you missed the announcement that Elevate, my signature business program for aspiring creative entrepreneurs, is open, it's been reopened until November 4th. So if you are ready to finally pursue your passion, to do something that feels aligned with you, to find your soul purpose, to connect with your core desires, and also to find a way to monetize that, to make a living off of it, to make money off of your passions, then this program is definitely for you. I created Elevate after feeling a little bit lost and confused in my own business. And after creating Elevate and going through all of those steps myself, that is how I have grown my creative business, which runs on autopilot and brings in passive income to over 6 figures a year. So if you are ready to experience true freedom in your life and in your business and in what you do every single day, because honestly, going to work and what we do for work is how we spend the majority of our days and our time, which equates to the quality of your life, then make sure you check out Elevate. I will leave the link in the description box below. That enrollment period will close on November 4th, 2019. And again, this is the last time that it is going to be open for enrollment this year. So make sure you take advantage. Payment plans are available, just an FYI. Okay, so let's go ahead and head on over to the Woodlands, get some really fun, B-roll, enjoy the 60-degree weather, and then we will get back home and I will give you an office tour. Home now. It is 3:57 p.m. Okay, it's a little bit later than I thought it was going to be, but I had a great time in the Woodlands, just kind of bopping around, kind of took myself on a little bit of a day date, went to Barnes & Noble, had lunch, it was so beautiful outside and I wanted to spend as much time out and about as possible. So that was a really fun way to spend my Tuesday. But now we are back home in my office and we're about to talk about how I get organized to write. And I'm gonna show you my desk setup. This is pretty much what I do every single time I sit down to write some words, especially when it's NaNoWriMo. So this is usually what my desk looks like when I'm about to sit down to write. I like to have my calendar to the far left of me. I like to have my headphones and my phone near me so that way I can put on a writing playlist. I have a specially curated playlist on Spotify that I'm pretty sure is just called Writing. So you can find that link in the description box below if you want to follow it. I tend to listen to a lot of instrumental music when I'm writing because I have found that anything with lyrics tends to distract me. Next are all of my fun colored note cards. I also like to have those to the left of me. If you watched my storyboarding tutorial that I posted 2 weeks ago, then you'll know what these colors mean and how I color coordinate everything and how I storyboard. But I like to have these multicolored note cards next to me, so that way if I get an idea, like a scene idea or a subplot or something that I want to add in for a character, but I don't want to write it right now, or it's not a part of the scene that I'm working on at that current moment, I can just write it down on the note card, and that way I don't lose it. And I can also put it on my storyboard for later on. And this goes without saying, but because we are in the fall season and autumn is my favorite season ever, I love to have candles and cozy lighting around me. That's why you'll see twinkle lights set up all around my office, as well as 2 candles that I have. And I tend to not burn them at the same time because I don't really like to mix the scents together, but I just love to be surrounded in an extremely cozy atmosphere where I have those soft white lights and good smelling candles. Then of course I have my laptop, which is loaded with my manuscript as well as my outline. I keep both of these things on my computer, and I'll kind of flip-flop back and forth between the two. I get a lot of questions as to how I formatted my manuscript to look like it is actually in chapter format, like if you were to open up a book and read through it and see it in chapter format. And I got this template from DIYbookformats.com. It is a free download, I believe. Things may have changed because it's been probably 3 or 4 years since I've used it. And then right in front of me, I like to keep my series Bible. I did make a video on my series Bible if you have no idea what that is or what I'm talking about. It's essentially a place where you can keep all of your documentation, all of your character profiles, your maps, any outlines or symbols or anything that you need to remember about your series or about your story. I put that into my series Bible. So I will link that video up in the cards for you in case you haven't seen it and you are curious in how to create your own series Bible. And then as far as some miscellaneous items go, I love to have my gloves from Story Arts with me. These, I have so many pairs of these. I absolutely love them. But they keep my hands, and I guess my forearms, nice and toasty. And it's just, I don't know, it's one of those things where you start wearing them and then I feel so strange when I go to type and I'm not wearing these. So I absolutely love them. I am an affiliate with Story Arts, so you can save 10% off your order at storyarts.com by using my code at checkout, which is my name, Kristen Martin. Along with my writing gloves, I also like to make sure I have my blue light blocking glasses from Diff Eyewear. I'm also an affiliate with them, so you can check out the link in the description box below if you're wanting to get your own pair of blue light blocking glasses. But these are phenomenal. These are in the style Pixie. I do not go near my computer without them. It really helps with eye fatigue because it blocks that blue light from your computer. And as a writer, we all know you sit in front of your computer for a really long time. And then lastly, this is something kind of new that I've implemented into my writing routine and how I prepare to write, but I actually have specific crystals. The 4 crystals that I have that help promote creativity are citrine, jasper, tiger's eye, and lapis lazuli. Oh, another one I really like to keep with me in front of me and my computer, between me and my computer, is fluorite, because this is supposed to help block those energy waves that your computer emits. And then of course, where would I be without my trusty mason jar of water? Normally I'll squeeze some lemon in here or just have some kind of fruit infused water. It's pretty plain Jane today, but I always have water with me, and I tend to have snacks, normally hummus and baby carrots and snap peas at my desk as well, so that way everything is here and I don't feel the need to interrupt myself, especially if I'm in flow, to go run into the kitchen and grab something to eat. I have everything right here where I need it. And lastly, I have my storyboard. So I like to keep this here so that way I can just turn around. It's kind of like a large cardboard box. So I was trying to find a way to put it up against my window or something like that, but nothing will hold it because it is just so gigantic. So I'm keeping it right there. That way I can just run over and check something, look at something, whatever I need to do, and keep writing. As far as the tour of my office goes, it's pretty standard, pretty simple. So from the hallway, this is what my office looks like. So when you walk in, of course, the first thing you see is my desk that is facing the window. So I get a lot of questions about this desk right here. This one is from IKEA. I got it when I moved into this house, which was over 5 years ago. So I think it's called Hermes, I don't know. If I can find it, I will link it in the description box below for you. This chair is from, ooh, that was loud. This chair is from Office Depot. The pillow is from TJ Maxx / Marshall's Home Goods. And then this L-shaped piece right here is actually 2 pieces. So I don't know if you can kind of see the difference in the texture right here, but it works all the same. And this part of the desk is actually handmade, homemade. So it's not something that you can buy somewhere. I looked and looked and looked and just couldn't really find anything that would fit the exact dimensions of this office. So I was like, well, we're just gonna build it. And then I have my mirror where I take all of my outfit of the day photos on Instagram. Shameless plug if you're not following me. I have my fun little gallery wall, my dry erase board, which still says August and really needs to be updated. And then I have my bookshelves, which are by far my favorite part of my office. So if you're wondering, the twinkle lights are from Amazon and the bookcases are actually from Target. And I can't remember how many of them I ordered exactly, but they're kind of just stacked on top of one another and then fixed to the wall. And then the wallpaper is just peel and stick wallpaper, also from Amazon. I wanted this wall to be white so that it would match the whole vibe with the bookcases, since the entire office is painted this nice purpley color. So really on top of my desk, it's just your basic decor and essentials. So I love these little pencil holders. I got these at TJ Maxx, or yeah, it was TJ Maxx, and they say focus, edit, and dream. So I put all of my pens and pencils and highlighters in there. I also have my calendar. Down here is my vision board. The reason why it is not hung up is because I need to redo it and I haven't done that yet. This corner really is just a hot mess. I just have like scissors and envelopes and rulers and Post-it notes, staplers, tape, I guess more essentials, you could say. This little jar right here is something that I call my worry no more jar. And anytime I start to feel worried or stressed out or anxious, I just write it down on a little scrap of paper and throw it in there and surrender it to the universe and, you know, the powers that be. And it's really fun to kind of go through those once a month and just see which things I was able to surrender fully and how things have worked out. So I highly recommend doing something like that if you tend to get too far forward thinking. I know a lot of people call them like prayer boxes and God boxes, but I like calling it a worry no more jar. And then of course I have my Mac desktop. That's what I use for all of my video editing. And then we have the door that leads out into the hallway. So that concludes the tour of my home office, as well as how I get organized to write, how I prep for NaNoWriMo. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up to support my channel, and don't forget to click that subscribe button as well as that little bell. That will send you email notifications to your inbox whenever I upload new videos. And don't forget to check out the description box below for more information on my Write 50K in 30 Days course. There is still time to get it at 50% off, as well as my Elevate program, which is my signature business program for aspiring creative entrepreneurs. Again, I have reopened that for enrollment for the last time for 2019. So that enrollment will close on Monday, November 4th, so make sure you take advantage. And I would love to know how you get organized to sit down and write and what you do to prep for NaNoWriMo. I am always looking for more ideas, more tools, more resources to add to my arsenal. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you more than you know. I will see you in my next video.